Gentlemen, 7 daily habits that are completely killing your testosterone levels. Let's jump straight into it. No further ado. We want to improve our test levels, obviously. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 things that you're probably doing that are killing your test levels as a young man that wants to become his true warrior self. Let's jump straight into it. So first things first is your body fat. Put your hands, pinch yourself, and if you feel fat, then you're most likely to have low T. That's the way to put it, okay? Body fat really ranges from 300 to 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. I think that's what it's called, right? And your body fat has a direct correlation to your test levels. As you see here, when you get leaner, just from getting leaner in the sense of getting leaner, your test levels will increase. So the biggest thing we want to optimize in you, without doing this supplement or this training routine or this diet, whatever it may be, we want to get you as lean as possible. Because the leaner you are to a certain level, unless you're going crazy lean, then the higher T you're going to actually have. So this is a chart here, okay? If you're between 6 and 10, and this I verified this with my own body fat levels as well, with my test levels. When you're between 6 and 10% body fat, it is ideal. You have the highest T levels possible. Maybe even between 8 to 10% body fat, really. You're going to have between 700 and 1,000 nanograms per deciliter, which is the maximum range you can really have as a natural. And this is when you're going to feel on fire. You're going to feel credible. You're going to feel highly motivated, driven, passionate, confident, driven, purposeful, how a man should feel and how you should feel. I'm currently around, I think it's around 800, 850 mark. So I'm climbing there and I'm getting leaner. So this should get up to maybe 900 to 1,000 very, very soon. More not to come. Go away. Then we have between 11 and 15% body fat. You're going to say a bit lower now, between 6 and 800. And there's little blue marks here. If you're anywhere, I always recommend, if you're trying to get lean, being under 15% body fat is the standard. We don't want to go higher than this. We look worse, we look skinny fat, we look shit, and our test levels drop too far. Anything below 8, you start getting into like competition bodybuilding levels, and your T's can actually decrease when you get too shredded. That's why a lot of these competitive bodybuilders have shit testosterone levels, because they are super low body fat. So we want to be between 8 to 15% body fat at all times. We start climbing the body fat range, testosterone levels drop. 21 to 25% body fat, you're in the absolute red zone. 400 to 500 nanograms per deciliter, you're in trouble. 26 to 30, God help you. And if you're over 35% body fat, which a lot of people even are, thank God you need this program more than anything else in your life. Okay, you're at god-awful levels. So if you're a young man, if you're a man in general, I recommend getting your test levels checked where they are right now. It's good to see as a pinpoint. You might even be quite lean and still have low T. So we'll go into that later on, but in a nutshell, get lean, get shredded, and you'll have higher T. Moving on. If you're unsure what levels you are at, you don't have the money to invest in a calculator, whatever it may be. You can look at these charts here. I know myself, my body scan says I'm around 12%. I'm saying I'm around this sort of leanness right now, which I'm happy with. I don't want to get to this, absolutely not. I'd love to get between 8 to 10% to get more defined, but I'm not too fussed about this one. I'll do it if it happens. But this is kind of the top end you want to go to, 15%. Anything here onwards, you look like shit. You look fat, puffy, skinny fat. Christ, if you're here onwards, sort yourself out, pretty much. But have faith. If you're in this position now and you want to take action and change your life and become 10%, I'm all behind you and I fully support you and I will help you achieve that goal. But anyone can do this. It doesn't matter where you are starting from, even if you are here. You can turn into this if you put in the work and you're determined to do it. So in a nutshell, get lean. Next up, you have poor sleep. Poor sleep. Testosterone is made when you sleep. So if your sleep is fucked, your T will be fucked, no matter what, if everything else is in order. So recent studies have actually shown that, and I won't link them because I'm not a fucking nerd, if you have less than 5 hours of sleep per night, 10 to 20% drop in T levels. And I noticed this a lot when I was in the Marines in training in the UK. We was getting like 3 to 5 hours of sleep per night, and I'd love to get my T levels checked of like a recruit in training, because they're pretty quite low in training because you're so sleep deprived. So yeah, we don't want this. You know, if we could have this as a natural supplement, people would fucking buy it all day. So instead of buying a supplement to increase T levels, just have good sleep and you wouldn't do it anyways. 7 to 8 hours is perfect level sleep for perfect actual testosterone. But what is important is time in bed is important. You might actually be in bed for 8 hours, but how long are you actually sleeping? We want to get 7 to 8 hours of actual good quality sleep, so time in bed must be longer. I like to do an extra 30 minutes to 1 hour of time in bed to make up 7 to 8 hours. So do that as you see fit. Important things though is for blocking blue light at night 2 to 3 hours before bed, because if we do not block blue light, what blue light is from our phone devices, I don't know what that is. This is some, I don't know what I'm going to watch here, some TikTok shit. If you're smashing your phone at night, if you're watching TV at night without limiting that, or at least putting blue light blocking glasses on your eyes to protect them, then you're going to disrupt the quality of your sleep when you do actually get to sleep. It's not always about the quantity, it's about the quality of your sleep. It's super important. Not lifting heavy shit. If you're doing endurance training or CrossFit classes or circuits, whatever it may be, you're building endurance and you're getting fit, but you've got to give your body a reason to make high testosterone. And to do this, you've got to actually lift heavy weight, whether that's weightlifting, whether that's your body weight, doing pull-ups or deadlifts or sprinting. You want to be doing things to a high exert level between 6 and 10 reps. And when I say 6 to 10 reps, I mean 6 to 10 reps and you are done, okay? You want to give your body to actually improve testosterone levels, and doing that comes from high intense training. 4, choking the chicken. We all know what this is, and I fell in trap of this many times. When I was early and I was young, I used to do this, and I'm not ashamed to say it. No, actually, I'm ashamed to say it. Sometimes up to 3 times per day when I was in my early 20s. And once you get into this habit, not only are you blasting out your energy source, your internal energy source that's so valuable as a man, it fucks your dopamine systems, it fucks your desire, your motivation, your drive. Like, no one wants to go and build a business or go to the gym after chugging one out. It's not happening. And doing this will actually lead to more psychological negative effects, like approaching girls, erectile dysfunction, getting anxious before going with a girl because you think you won't get hard, all these things. And it will definitely decrease your testosterone levels. I'm not sure if the studies prove this, but like I said, when you've just blasted one out, are you motivated to go hit the gym? Are you driven? Are you fired up? No, you're ready to roll over and go to bed, right? So avoiding this at all costs is very, very important. I don't believe in not doing it. If you're gonna do it, once or twice a week, with your imagination, with no other distractions in the room, no phone, no magazines, whatever it may be, and you want to blast one out, boom, natural, all good, no objections. But if you're scrolling IG, TikTok, and you're getting stimulated from that, no. Watching porn, watching IG reels, all these sort of things is a negative, okay? And especially if you're doing it every day or 3 times per day. It's gonna lower drive, fucks your reward pathways, ED, side effects. We don't want this at all costs. Next is number 5, is stress. Granted, this is a hard one to control sometimes, but we can do things in our day that can control stress to the best of our ability. But when we have a lot of stress, it raises cortisol, and cortisol is literally the evil man to testosterone levels. If your cortisol is always elevated, always being spiked, then you can essentially mean you're putting on body fat and you're lowering your muscle growth and you're lowering your testosterone. We don't want cortisol at all. Foods increase cortisol, lifestyle will do it, but stress is a big one. And that is something you have to just deal with, especially if you're in a high stress environment like school, university, you're working at a job, you're an entrepreneur, whatever it may be, your financial problems, we've all been there. Stress is something you've got to deal with. So how do we actually control our stress no matter where we are? I like to do a few things. Daily journaling. I just started doing it about 6 months ago. It's every day I write on a page of paper, whatever's on my mind. Almost like a little daily diary. Whatever I want to write, 1 or 2 pages, I write it down every single morning. Meditation. Meditation is a great one because it keeps you present, keeps you focused, and it trains your brain to stay present and not be distracted. So I sit on the sofa, wherever it may be, 5-10 minutes, close my eyes, focus on my breath, and just focus on my breath. When I start thinking about like work or this or that, I come back to my breath. So I'm sitting there, I'm breathing, I start thinking about whatever I'm thinking about, I notice it, I come back to my breath, and that's all I'm doing. Just coming back, going away, coming back. And I try and do it longer. And what this is doing is just keeping you in the present moment and keeping your brain focused on what you want to do in one thing at a time, not getting distracted. And even though it takes time, it will improve the quality of the rest of your day tenfold. So it's something that I need to do more of, but try it out. Don't set a limit yourself. Just sit down, 5-10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, however long it turns into. Put no pressure on it. Again, we don't want stress. We don't want these fucking times, 10 minutes every day, whatever it may be. Just close your eyes and go for it. If you want to do 5 minutes, do 5 minutes. If you want to do 10 minutes, do 10 minutes. Just put no pressure on it, put no stress on it. Just do what feels right for the body. And being outside. We all know that when we're stuck inside all day, on a computer, whatever it may be, just sitting in the house, slugging around, we feel shit. When we get outside, when we get in the sunlight, we go for a walk, whatever it may be, the fresh air in our face, the sun in our face, whatever it may be, we feel better. This will reduce stress. So being outside more and going offline. I recently done a detox on social media of Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that shit. Deleted it over 30 days. And I thought I was gonna like miss shit, miss all these things, but let me actually change in the 30 days. I came back to it and everything's still the same. So going offline, if you haven't done it before, doing a social media detox is really beneficial. It's a bit scary, but definitely helped me just lower my stress and keep me present, and it's a nice challenge to do. Number 6 is low vitamin D. If you have low vitamin D, you are essentially killing your test levels. Because there's a lot of studies that I've listened to in podcasts and from experts I've listened to. If you have low vitamin D levels, essentially you can't function as a normal human being properly, or at least in a high level. So if you're in a good light environment, embrace the sun, embrace being outdoors, don't cover up, don't wear sun cream. If you're in a shit light environment, still do what you can, but also think about supplementing. Get your levels checked. It's very cheap. Get them checked. Supplement if you have to, then get them rechecked. You want to sit between the 1680 milligram, I can't remember the actual decimal point, it's between 16 and 100 range. Most people are like below 60. So do's and don'ts. Do's. 10 and 2 p.m. is when vitamin D production is at its peak, when the sun's at its highest and vitamin D production is at its highest. There's an app called D-Minder you can download. It finds your location. You can put in your time exposed, how much your body is exposed to the sun, and it will guesstimate how much vitamin D you're getting. We want between at least 10,000 IUs per day of either natural vitamin D or supplement. We want high quality water and DHA. High quality water, obviously our body is mainly water. We want to give it high quality water to function properly. DHA is important because it comes from fish, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, oysters. If we don't have high quality water or high DHA in our diet, we can't actually absorb vitamin D correctly. Our body won't actually be able to absorb it and store it properly. So having high quality water and DHA will actually enhance the effects of getting vitamin D. So even if you are taking like 10,000 IUs per day to get a supplement, but you're having shit water and no fish in your diet, you won't actually be absorbing that vitamin D effectively. And CT. CT also helps you, especially if you're in a cold climate, helps you absorb more light and make light internally in your body. It's a whole science thing behind it, but doing cold therapy in an ice bath for 5-10 minutes daily or every other day will have a massive effect on your T levels, vitamin D production, and so on and so forth, and making light. Don't wear sun cream. When you wear sun cream, you're putting harmful chemicals on your body, which affects it's putting harmful chemicals on your body. No more to say about that. But it also blocks vitamin D production. It blocks UVB light, which blocks vitamin D absorption. So even if you're sitting in the sun all day and you're covered in sun cream, you're not actually absorbing vitamin D because you're blocking UVB light. So it's so negative to fucking wear sun cream. Absolute cock block. Sunglasses. When you wear sunglasses, your light is a receptor to the sun. If it's 30 degrees outside and you wear sunglasses, your eyes think it's 20 degrees and you won't actually produce the right hormones and chemicals inside your body to give you natural protection. Your body is an amazing creature. It knows when to be in the sun, how much sun to get. But with wearing sun cream, with wearing sunglasses, these will affect your body's ability to do its job and tell you the right signals. and that'll lead to you burning. When you burn, it's not good, obviously, but when you do these things, when you don't wear sun cream, you don't wear sunglasses, you won't start burning because your body will know when it's time to go and when it's time to get out of the sun. And last but not least, low fat. We need high fat in our diet, guys. It's been proven through many studies, through thousands of millions of years of evolution. Humans and all animals eat the same foods roughly. Obviously, every animal digests foods differently, different stomachs, but every mammal and every thing on this planet has the same diet structure. And that comes down to mainly is high fat. So when we go low fat, we're killing our T levels. Think of low fat, you think of low T. So you want to have high fat, high T. Ribeye steak is the best kind of steak you can get for high T. It's a very rich, high quality, hopefully grass-fed, grass-finished ribeye steak. I have this every second day. It's amazing. Whole eggs are an absolute powerhouse, full of cholesterol, and cholesterol is a byproduct of testosterone. So getting whole eggs, I go for 10 eggs per day. I don't know what it is, just 10 eggs per day just does the job. I have 6 in the morning and some in the afternoon, some in the evening, but 10 eggs per day. Don't go egg whites. You want the actual egg yolk, full of vitamins, full of minerals, and is great for your body. Grass-fed butter, again, is a great quality fat source you can go after. Coconut oil and beef tallow or chicken tallow, whatever it may be. Any sort of animal fat to cook in is a great way to get extra fat in. Coconut oil I use for my hair, my skin, my teeth, my coffee, my food. It's an absolute powerhouse. And salmon. Salmon is very high in fat as well, great omega-3s, and it's a great thing to get into your diet as well. Do these things right, look through this list, and do these things right, you will start having high T levels, crazy muscle growth, and it will literally change the way you think about your health. You'll start building muscle faster, you'll start shredding fat easier, you'll start waking up with a rock hard, and you're going to bed rock hard. When you're with a girl, this will be fucking pumping off. When you're not smashing porn and doing all these things, this will start working like never before. I swear to God. If you follow this program for 1 week, 1 month, the biggest feeling you get when something's actually working is when you notice it, right? So you notice it when you build muscle, you notice it when you shred fat. But when you feel this working, when it's rock hard in the morning, rock hard before bed, and you're thinking, fucking hell, I'm not even watching like anything, I'm thinking about shit in my brain. It fucking fires you up, right? You're with a girl, and you're fucking good to go at first sight from fucking kissing or whatever it may be. You feel a sense of fucking pride, or confidence, a sense of power. You know? You're not some fucking simpy fucking guy that I used to have this when I was younger. I used to kiss a girl, get into like foreplay, all these sort of things, and this thing wasn't even working still. I was like, come on, like I want to start feeling something now. Come on, let's go. And that gives you a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. But when you feel this kicking off, literally even from hugging someone, from touching someone, from just kissing them, like minimal things, before you even get to like foreplay, whatever it may be, and you're fired up, it gives you a sense of fucking confidence, sense of pride, sense of happiness, and yeah, it's fucking awesome. So that is a nutshell, guys, of how to increase your T levels, or things that are actually destroying your T levels. Do these things right, you will become the modern day man, the modern day warrior man that you truly need to become. And if you want to help on a full guide of doing all this, I made a program, it's called Primal Health. It is essentially the backbone of increasing your testosterone levels that I have done over my last few years, and you'll become your true primal self, build muscle, shred fat, unlock high T, and feel the benefits of becoming a modern day warrior. $99, lifetime access. All you need to know, do these things right, you'll be smashing it. That's it for this video. I'll see you soon. Take care and goodbye.